Confusion, an essential subject from Vinipedia. Confusion causes bewilderment and perplexity, a state in which people don't like to be in. We realize that as we grow older, life gets more complicated, resulting in a greater state of confusion for us. Unless we get the right guidance, it is hard for us to deal with such situations alone. Many people look to religion to get relief and answers for the complexities present in their lives. As religions like Christianity and Islam provide some answers to deal with problems, so does our Vedic literature. It is stated that if one takes to Krishna consciousness, he will never face confusion in his life. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinicote's confusion category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 8 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. The so-called political leaders are busy making plans to advance the material prosperity of their nation, but factually these political leaders only want an exalted position for themselves. Due to their greed for material position, they falsely present themselves as leaders before the people and collect their votes, although they are completely under the grip of the laws of material nature. These are some of the faults of modern civilization. Without taking to God consciousness and accepting the authority of the Lord, the living entities become ultimately confused and frustrated in their plan-making attempts. Armad Bh Gavatam 4.24 66. A pure devotee is not confused by misleading commentaries on Bhagavad Gita because he knows what is what. The original verses of Bhagavad Gita are as clear as the sun. They do not require lamplight from foolish commentators. The original verses of Bhagavad Gita are as clear as the sun. They do not require lamplight from foolish commentators. Bhagavad Gita 11.51 AES non-violence means that one should not do anything which will put others into misery or confusion. Material activities that are promised by so many politicians, sociologists, philanthropists, etc., do not produce very good results because the politicians and philanthropists have no transcendental vision. They do not know what is actually beneficial for human society. AES means that people should be trained in such a way that the full utilization of the human body can be achieved. The human body is meant for spiritual realization, so any movement or any commissions which do not further that and commit violence on the human body. Bhagavad Gita 10.45 That which is not engaged in the service of the Lord is material, and nothing thus engaged should be given up. In the construction of a high skyscraper and the construction of a temple, there may be the same enthusiasm, but the endeavors are different, for one is material and the other spiritual. Spiritual activities should not be confused with material activities and given up. Nothing connected with Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is material. A devotee who considers all this is always situated in spiritual activities, and therefore he is no longer attracted by material activities. Armad Bh Gavatam 9.4 25 Unless there is such a division of the social orders in human society, including the intelligent class, the martial class, the mercantile class and the laborer class, there is always confusion as to who is to work for what purpose. Armad Bh Gavatam 3.29 31 Everyone is engaged in maintaining the body, home and family. Consequently everyone becomes confused at the end of life, not knowing what spiritual life and the goal of human life are. In a civilization of sense gratification there cannot be spiritual life, because a person thinks only of this life. Although the next life is a fact, no information is given about it. Armad Bh Gavatam 4.28 9. To understand both the soul and the supersoul as one yet distinct is knowledge. One who does not understand the field of activity and the knower of activity is not in perfect knowledge. One has to understand the position of Prakriti, nature, Purua, the enjoyer of nature, and Vara, the knower who dominates or controls nature and the individual soul. One should not confuse the three in their different capacities. One should not confuse the painter, the painting and the easel. This material world, which is the field of activities, is nature, and the enjoyer of nature is the living entity, and above them both is the supreme controller, the personality of Godhead. Bhagavad Gita 13.3 A pure devotee of an Arya is never afraid of going anywhere and everywhere. For him heaven and hell are one and the same. SB 6.17.28 Such devotees, wandering all over the world, deliver those who are actually afraid of this material existence. Some people are already disgusted with material existence, being confused and frustrated by material enjoyment, and some people, who are intelligent, are interested in understanding the Supreme Lord. Both may take advantage of the pure devotee who wanders throughout the world. Armad Bh Gavatam 4.30. 37.